Hi guys, it's Miss Boston, and I'm here today to talk with you about logical adjectives. To do this lesson, we will need a piece of paper that came home in your packet. This one is logical adjective 1, and it's actually written in this corner right here, and a pair of scissors. Today we're just going to do logical adjective 1. In this packet, there is also a logical adjective 2. And then in the last packet that went home, you got a logical adjective 3 and 4 that came together. So before you can do this lesson, we have to do a little bit of review. We have to think about what a noun is and what an adjective is. Well, we've read books about them and we've had lessons about them. But a noun is a person, place, or thing. And we learned when we mark it, when we're doing our classwork, or when you're doing marking sentences, that is a black pyramid, but we mark it as a black triangle with our grammar template when we are doing sentence analysis. We also learned that the symbol for adjective is a dark blue pyramid. And when we mark our adjective for sentence analysis, it will be the third triangle, and you would use a dark blue pencil. As you see, these are marked with your adjective and your noun, the dark blue triangle and the big black triangle. So I've already cut this set apart to save time, but the first thing you would do is cut logical adjective 1 out and put it in a Ziploc baggie. So I have logical adjective 1 right here, and then here's my 2. I don't want to mix these up because it's 2 separate sets. What I did do is I put all the nouns in one pile, and I put all the adjectives in one pile. So when we do this lesson, we're going to put adjectives at the top and nouns. And I'm going to face this, I'm facing this direct to you guys, so I'm going to have to be reading this upside down. So, okay, let's think about how we could describe certain nouns. So what I'm going to do is lay out our nouns and then see what would match up with our nouns. So I'm going to turn this down this way a little bit more so you can see the table more. And I'm going to lay out our set of nouns. We have hair, puppy, apple, toast, sky, grandfather, blue whale, race car, and a teacher. Just barely have enough room. Oh, and a movie star. I think you can just see that on the table. I'm gonna try to move everything up a little bit. Now, if we were in the classroom, we would most likely be doing this on a mat on the floor, so we wouldn't have any problem with worrying about running out of space. So the other side is our adjectives. So here I have all my adjectives. They're mixed up in a separate pile. And I need to look at them to figure out what I can match them up with. What noun would make sense? My first adjective is curly. Curly what? What noun would make sense? Curly apple? No. Ooh, how about hair? Curly hair. Let's try that. So we're going to lay it down beside a hair, and that would be curly hair. The next adjective is crisp. Crisp movie star, crisp puppy, no. Crisp apple? That could work. Apples are definitely crispy. Let's try that. Our next adjective is butterfly. Let's see what goes together. Our first one is movie star. Butterfly movie star? No. Oh, I'm sorry, this is buttery. But buttery movie star? No. Buttery puppy? No. Buttery toast? Yes. I like buttery toast, especially with some cinnamon on it. Buttery toast. That would make sense. And I'm glad I caught that. Buttery. Cloudy. Cloudy. So let's think about what would make sense. That's where we're calling this logical adjective. What makes the most sense matching it up with another noun? So cloudy movie star. Cloudy puppy. We've already gotten these done. Cloudy sky. That makes sense. A cloudy sky? Sure. Especially before it rains. Our next adjective is cuddly. Let's see. A cuddly movie star? Not really. Cuddly puppy? Ooh, don't we like to cuddle with puppies? We could keep going. Cuddly grandfather? He could be. Cuddly blue whale? No. Cuddly race car? No. Cuddly teacher? No. I think puppy is the best match. Cuddly puppy. Oops, and I just moved my other ones a little bit. Let me fix that. Okay. Our next one is fast. Next adjective is fast. What is fast? I think we read the noun race car, right? Oh, yep, here it is down here at the bottom. Race car. A race car is definitely fast. So I'm going to put fast in front of race car. Educated is the next adjective. Educated means you've had to learn a lot of things about a lot of different areas and a lot of different subjects. So, educated movie star, these are all taken. Educated grandfather, educated blue whale, educated teacher. Well, I'd hope that you would consider most of us educated teachers because we had to go to school for a long time and learn about lots of different subjects. So educated teacher. The next adjective is famous. Famous. Our first one is movie star. Usually we consider movie stars famous. So let's try that one. The next adjective is elderly. Elderly. Elderly means old. Let's see what we have left. We have grandfather left and we have blue whale left. Usually your grandfather would be older or elderly. So let's put elderly with grandfather. And last but not least, enormous. And the blue whale is one of the largest animals on the planet, so it is definitely enormous. So once we're all done, you just kind of look at them and make sure they make sense and that you don't need to move anything around. I think we did a pretty good job. We'll go back through it. So we have our adjective row and our, column and noun. So we have famous movie star. Yep, check. Curly hair, makes sense. Cuddly puppy, yes. Crisp apple, yes. Buttery toast, yes. Cloudy sky, makes sense. Elderly grandfather, usually grandfather is older, so yes. Enormous whale, yes. Fast race car, yes. Educated teacher, yes. So we just went back through and checked Because sometimes you'll find that you might accidentally put an adjective with a different noun, but then when you go back through it at the end, you'll realize there might be a better fit. You always want to pick the best fit. So when you're done with this lesson, in the classroom, we would usually write this in our language journal, or you could just write it on a piece of notebook paper. And you would want to title it at the top, logical adjective, which was on the top of that paper. And you would write an adjective column and a noun column. You could even draw a line down the middle and write each adjective and noun. So famous movie star. Make sure that when you are writing them down, you leave enough space above the word so you can take your template and mark it on your paper, because you would want to also mark the black triangle for the noun and the third triangle, the little blue one, for the adjective. So if I had a piece of paper, just in case you're not sure, and I'm going to use a marker just so you can see it better, I would write logical adjective, and we always label our work, and then you would put whatever date it is, then you would put noun and adjective, we would like you to do this in pencil. I'm just once again using the marker so you can see better. And for example, the first one was famous. Whoops, I did that backwards. I should have done adjective first. We'll just fix that real quick. Do our adjective first. I'm looking at it upside down. And then our noun. Make 2 columns, label at the top. And always put the date. So for the first one, so this is how it should be titled. Logical adjective, the date, adjective, noun. Put this in 2 columns. Then you would write famous for your adjective. And movie star for the noun. I would definitely do this in colored pencil. Then you would take your grammar template. Remember, you're going to use the big black triangle. So you would mark that over the noun. You could do the adjective first. But this is just keeps us practicing marking our symbols correctly. And then when we do sentence analysis, we'll already know how to do this. And then once again, the adjective is a small, the third triangle from the from this end, and it is dark blue. And I'm going to color that. So you would do this entire row. You would copy everything down we just did. The only thing I forgot to do is this was logical adjective 1, and you would want to label it like that as well. So when you do logical adjective 2, your teacher knows the difference between the first, second set and the second set, because there is also a logical adjective 3 and 4. And I know your teacher will post when you need to do those. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next time.